These four teams are on a bye week this week, so they won't be playing. I went 10-6. Madden went 8-8 last week, which puts me ahead by 4. So I'm still winning the picks. Alright, our first game is the Thursday night game between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. The Commanders losing a close one against the Tennessee Titans, and Chicago Bears also losing a close one to the Minnesota Vikings. And the Bears fell behind too, and they were able to make it a close game, but were unable to finish the game in the end. For this game, I think that the Bears are going to bounce back from last week and win this game, and we will see what Madden has to say. And right now, Bears score first. Commanders answer back. Right now, Bears kick a field goal, go up by 3. Now they're up by 6. Let's see. Now they're up by 8. And now the Commanders have a convincing lead. Looks like they'll win the game. Unless Chicago can score, they cannot. So the Commanders win this game in Madden. So me and Madden differ on the Thursday night football game, just like last week, as the Commanders take this one 27-20. Alright, our next game is the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The 49ers were able to get a win, a pretty dominant win too, against the Panthers, who just fired their coach a couple of days ago. And the Falcons, they fell behind against the Bucs 21-0. They almost came back, but there was a questionable ref call that ultimately ended the game and a loss for the Falcons. I'm still going with the Niners. I think they're just the better team. Let's see what Madden has to say. Alright, let's see who scores first. Still 0-0 second quarter. Looks like it might be a defensive game as the Niners score first. The Falcons score right back. Now those Niners score another touchdown. Falcons keep answering back though, as the Falcons kick a field goal as time expires, so the Falcons will win this game. So right now, me and Madden have already disagreed on 2 games this week, as the Falcons take this one 17-14. Alright, our next game is the New England Patriots taking on the Cleveland Browns. The New England Patriots, with their third string quarterback, were able to shut out the Lions 29-0 in a very dominant win, as the score would indicate, which it was. And the Browns, they blew an opportunity to beat the Chargers. They missed a field goal that would have given the lead, but the Chargers got away with a bad coaching decision by Brandon Staley. I'm still going to go with the Browns. Let's see what Madden has to say. Alright, Browns score first. Browns score again. Now they're up 14-0. Now they're up 21-0. And now they're up 28-0. Looks like the Browns are going to run away with this one in a blowout, unless the Patriots can do something. And it's not looking good for the Patriots, as the Browns look like they will run away with this, and they will, as not Bill Belichick is mad. And the Browns will win this one 38-14, as me and Madden finally agree this week. Alright, our next game is between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. The New York Jets were able to shock everyone and beat the Dolphins 40-17. Very dominant win for the Jets. And the Packers went to London last week and they lost against the Giants 27-22 in a game that they pretty much threw away in the second half. So they'll definitely be looking to rebound this week. And I think they will. I think the Packers will win this one. I think they have way more talent. I don't think they're going to lose 2 games in a row. See what Madden has to say. Packers score first. Let's see here. The Jets do get a field goal. And now they get another field goal, 6-7 now. Let's see who scores. Packers score a touchdown, go by 8. And they score another touchdown, make it a 2-score game. Now it's a 3-score game. Yep, Packers win this one pretty convincingly. Score was honestly closer in the game because the Jets got a garbage time touchdown, but it doesn't matter as the Packers run away with that one, just as I predicted. Our next game is between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The Jacksonville Jaguars shockingly lost to the Texans. They were getting some momentum, and they were unable to beat the Texans, who are considered one of the worst teams in the NFL, so they're definitely trying to rebound that. And the Colts, they won on Thursday night last week on one of the most boring games ever. I'm not going to talk about that game. Kind of still salty about that. I do think the Colts will win, though, just because they've had more rest, and I think I don't know if they're better, but I think the amount of rest that they have is going to be enough to where they'll be more prepared for this game. So see what Madden thinks, is right now it's tied. The Colts just took the lead by 3. Now they're up by 10. Now they're up by 17. It looks like the Colts are going to win this game. So me and Madden once again are agreeing for the 3rd straight game as the Colts take this one 34-24, as the Colts do rebound from last week and the Jags' struggles continue. Alright, our next game is between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. The Vikings, they won a close one against the Bears. Probably shouldn't have been close because they were up by 18 points and they just let the Bears back into it, but they were still able to win the game, so that's all that matters for them, I guess. The Dolphins, they lost in humiliating fashion to the Jets. They were down to their 3rd string quarterback, so I'll cut them a little bit of slack. So I do think the Vikings are going to win this game. Tua might be in this game. That might make the game closer, but if Tua's not playing, the Dolphins do not have a chance. And honestly, even if he does play, I just think the Vikings are a better team. Alright, we'll see what Madden thinks right now. Pretty defensive game. Dolphins get a touchdown, and they get another touchdown, get a 2-score lead. Vikings kick a field goal, make it a 1-score game, get a touchdown, and they win. The Vikings win on a last-second field goal. I think, yeah, they won 18-17. And it looks like Tua's going to play in this game because I saw him on the sideline. Yeah, there he was. So, Madden agrees with me for the 4th straight game. Our next game is between the Bengals and the Saints. The Bengals played on Sunday Night Football last week, and they were unable to beat the Ravens as they lost that one 19-17. And the Saints were able to rebound from a sluggish start to beat the Seahawks 39-32, as that was a very high-scoring game. I'm going to pick the Bengals to win this one because I think they're the better team. I mean, that's really all I'm going to say about that. I think Joe Burrow is going to do enough against this Saints defense that's been playing really sketchy lately. We'll see what Madden thinks, as the Bengals are now down by 1. Now they're up. Now they tied the game. Now they're up by 7. Now it's tied again. 38-35. Very high-scoring game. Wow. As Madden disagrees with me for the first time in a while, as they have the Saints winning this shootout of a game 42-38. I mean, I could see it being a shootout like that just because the Saints don't have a great defense, and Joe Burrow could definitely take advantage of that. And the Bengals don't have a great defense themselves. Anyway, next game, Ravens and Giants. Ravens, like I just said in the previous one, were able to knock off the Bengals on Sunday night, and the Giants were able to shock the world and beat the Packers 27-22. So now they're 4-1. I'm sure no one expected that coming into this season. And the Ravens are 3-2. And I think they'll be 4-2 after this week because I think they will win. Let's see what Madden has to say. As right now it's still 0-0 in the second. See who scores first. Ravens get a touchdown first. Giants kick a field goal in response. Now they get a touchdown. Now the Ravens kick a field goal. Tie game. Giants get a touchdown, take the lead. and the Giants win. So me and Madden once again disagree for I think the fourth game this week. The Giants win this one 17-10. Our next game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, they won, but they looked horrible in the process. They almost blew a 21-point lead to the Falcons, and they needed an awful roughing the passer call to escape that game. And the Steelers, I don't even think Steelers fans want to hear me talk about this game. They lost against the Bills 38-3 in a humiliating fashion. They just looked awful in that game. And that's why I'm going to go with the Bucs. I think they're better. The Steelers, they just have not looked good this year. I think they're going to be a bad team. As right now, Madden thinks the Steelers are going to jump out to a lead, but the Bucs take the lead right back. Now the Steelers get the lead back. And they have a 2-score lead somehow. Oh my gosh, 28-10. Yeah, no, Madden, I do not see this happening. Could happen, but I don't see it. So Madden thinks the Steelers are going to win 28-20. I mean, okay, Madden, I don't know what you're on, but I don't think that's happening. Anyway, our next game is between the Panthers and the Rams. The Panthers, like I previously said, just fired their coach Matt Rule a couple of days ago. And they also got blown out by the 49ers in a game they just didn't look good at all. That was probably one of the many deciding factors on why they should have fired Matt Rule this week. The Rams dropping one against Cooper Rush and the Cowboys 22-10. So both of these teams have been struggling this year. And I mean, I'm going to go with the Rams. They're way more talented. They're at home. This shouldn't be a surprise. I think they will easily win this game. We'll see what Madden has to say. So the Panthers are up 7-3 now. Rams put on a field goal, make it a 1-point game. As now it's a low-scoring game. Rams do score a touchdown, take the lead. Get another touchdown, take a 2-score lead. Now they get another one. They get a field goal, but hey, it was enough to win the game. Don't know why he's still in the game. He's fired, but it didn't matter as the Rams won 22-14 against the Panthers. Our next game is between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. The Cardinals were unable to defeat the Philadelphia Eagles despite having the opportunity to. They kind of squandered the opportunity to take the game to overtime. And the Seahawks, they lost to the Saints, giving up 39 points to Taysom Hill, or whoever was quarterback. I don't even remember. I think it was Taysom Hill. Yeah, it was Taysom Hill. They gave up 39 points to him, so their defense looks awful. I don't think they're going to be able to stop Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, so I'm going to go with the Cardinals, see what Madden has to say. So the Seahawks score first. Cardinals respond with a field goal. Now they're up by 3 after getting a touchdown. Seahawks up by 4 after getting a touchdown. Now they're up by 7. Now they're up by 10. They have a 2-score lead. See what the Cardinals can do to respond to that. Now they're up by 13. Cardinals got to do something. They do get a touchdown, but it's too late. That touchdown didn't really impact the game too much as the Seahawks were able to just run the rest of the clock out as they win this one 23-17 as Madden differ again. Our next game is a game that everyone's been looking forward to for a while now. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The Bills absolutely dominated the Steelers 38-3 in a game where Josh Allen had over 400 yards and Gabriel Davis and Stephon Diggs were just unstoppable. And the Chiefs were able to take care of business against the Raiders 30-29. The Raiders could have won, but they didn't, as the Chiefs did escape there. As I think the Bills are going to win. See what Madden has to say. Bills are up 17-10. Now the Chiefs, they get a touchdown, but they miss the extra point, so they're still down by 1. Now they're down by 8. See, now they're down by 12, as it looks like the Bills are going to win here, and they will. So me and Madden agree on this one, as the Bills win this one 34-19. as that'll be a fun game to watch. Bills and Chiefs was awesome in the playoffs last year, and that'll be a fun game. Our next game is the Cowboys versus the Eagles. This will also be another intriguing game, as the Cowboys and Eagles both are in the NFC East, and they both have very good records, and they've looked very good. Cowboys were able to take care of the Rams, and the Eagles were able to take care of the Cardinals. No real shockers there, because both of those teams, the Rams and Cardinals that is, just didn't look good in those games, and teams were able to take advantage. And the Eagles, I think, will win this game. It could go either way, but I think the Eagles will win just because they're at home. See what Madden has to say. Alright, Eagles are up by 11. Cowboys cut it to a 4-point lead. Now they take the lead by 3. Now it's 17. Now the Cowboys take a quick 2-score lead, but the Eagles were able to score, but it doesn't matter. Cowboys still win this one, 24-21. And Madden thinks that the Eagles will receive their first loss this week. Our final game is between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Denver Broncos, well, they suck. They just suck. They were unable to score a touchdown in prime time. They suck. They will not win this game. The Chargers, they escaped against the Browns, who had an opportunity to win the game, but Brandon Staley got lucky as Chargers were able to hang on 30-28, and the Broncos, they're not winning this game. Chargers are winning this game because Broncos suck. See what Madden has to say about this game on prime time. I don't know why the NFL does this to us. Broncos are one of the most boring teams on prime time, so they probably shouldn't be on there, but they are because they have Russell Wilson, so they think Russell Wilson is good, but he's not because he's past prime and he sucks. Yeah, this is going to be hard to watch for me as we lose this game. No shocker there, as the Chargers win this one 23-20. Thank you for watching. Sorry for the little rant at the end. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.